We've got a squeaky belt, Frank. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today I'm going to be looking at changing out my auxiliary drive belt on my VW T5 2-litre TDI. Now my model is the one without air conditioning, and this is the belt that you need. The part number there by my thumb. If you happen to have the version with air conditioning, you're going to need a different belt. The part number will be on the screen shortly. So firstly, let's have a look at the tools that we're going to need to do this job. We're going to need a 16mm socket or spanner, possibly an extension piece. We're obviously going to need the belt. We're going to need to get the vehicle off the ground, so I've got a trolley jack, and then of course you never want to be working under a vehicle just using a trolley jack. So in addition to that, we've got some 3-ton axle stands. Okay, so let's have a look at the workshop manual. So here's the relevant page from the workshop manual. We'll be using a 16mm socket to turn the tensioner pulley clockwise, which will slacken off the belt. We'll lock the tensioner in place with an Allen key, which will allow us to pull off the belt, slot on the new one, before gently removing this and the socket to allow the tensioner to take up any slack in the belt. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. That's how I'm going to approach this task, and hopefully once we've swapped this belt over, that will get rid of the squeak that you heard at the start of the video. So let's have a walk over to the van. You follow my instructions at your own risk, but let's get this van jacked up first of all. Okay guys, like many of you, I'm working at the side of the road. I put the axle stands on the jack point, the jack pinch point, as you can see there, because you can't use the axle there, you can't use the jack there even, because you need somewhere for your axle stands to go. So the jack, use the subframe, points on the subframe to jack the van up. Obviously I jacked it up on that side to start with, put the axle stand in place, and then I'm using the jack as a secondary support while I work. Okay, so I'm under the vehicle at the moment. I'm on just inside the driver's side wheel, and I don't know if you can see, I can't, but that is the tensioner pulley. So we need to put the 16mm bolt on that and strap it in place, which will loosen the belt. We can pull it off, and then fitting is reversal of removal. Very difficult to get some shots under here because it's very tight. Okay, with a bit of luck, you can see the socket in place and the Allen key ready to push into the retaining as a retaining pin. I don't know if you can see that. I'll try a different angle. I just sat there ready, and I'll rotate the socket clockwise and then push in the pin which should slacken the bolt. Okay, the retaining pin is being pushed home, which now slackens off this belt. You can see there's a lot of looseness in it, so I'll take that off, put a new one on, remove the pin, job done.